Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another political episode. Today, we're going to look at something that's controversial, something that I'm a little nervous and suspenseful. Just see how a lot of people, might be very alarming. But I have to share this because this is made some news. We are still talking about it, and I've heard it around everywhere. Um, Tulsi Gabbard, and she is very well known for running in the 2020 presidential election in the Democratic primaries, has officially said, stormed out of the Democratic Party on Tuesday, calling it a party of woke supremacists, woke supremacist extremists, claiming that as a party of division, a party of war. Um, um, and once again, not gonna get into that. And we might wonder how did this trigger it? Well, Gabbard announced and stated that the party is anti-white, which um anti-white culture, is that bad? Well, it's not bad at all to be anti-white culture. Well, um, to be being white racist towards other races is definitely wrong. Being bigoted to others is wrong. But trying but being with the idea of towards white people, and this is an example what happened recently. A lot of people thought that this people would be acting very neutral. To see two African American individuals, as you see in the picture in the right, Candace Owens and Kanye West, who are very big conservative uh, advocates. Kanye West, more of a singer, but has recently stepped into some issues with politics. Candace Owens has always been a huge conservative advocate. They have wear White Lives Matter shirts. Now, I'd understand a lot of backlash if two white people wore the White Lives Matter shirts, which um, I'd be like, okay, I'd understand that. People would be more outraged. This would be more controversial. Um, but however, strangely, a lot of people threw fire at these two individuals. Um, First off, and I don't know if they call them racist or anything, but they're they're African American, and I think it's fine. I don't know. In my opinion, I don't know why they're receiving the backlash they are for wearing and just I would say this is more racial unity going on right here, but all I know is Gabbard reacted to the backlash. uh, Twitter, in a result, banned and deleted, called it, like, deleted the slur, just deleted the pronunciation of the word White Lives Matter. Once again, this is super controversial. This is all of what you think is this good or not. All I know is this is a lot of backlash on both sides are pretty angry. The right is pretty angry at the left for reacting the way they did, canceling Kanye West. Kanye West is receiving a lot of a lot of sources are canceling Kanye West for uh, wearing the shirt. Candace Owens is also receiving some backlash. More so, Kanye West reasons he's a big star, and I would think Kanye is losing a lot of support because of this. Um, like I said, I expect more backlash if there were two white individuals. For some reason, I wouldn't expect people of other races, like kind of two African American individuals wearing White Lives Matter shirts. We can't really call them racist because they're not. It's true, they're not white, and they come from a different origin. So we can't call them white supremacists. Doesn't really make sense when they're not white, and it's okay not to be white at all. It's what God made them to be. And so yes, ultimately Gabbard, I want to really reflect on today about Gabbard's electoral history. Um, and it's really hard for me to make this video because I really don't like to get into the race stuff. It's very, especially with when it comes to uh, the white population. Regardless, I really like to stay away from it. But not saying this is big in the news, I'm not. This is not really my opinion. This is what I honestly think it's weird, but that people are really reacting to so much to it, and I don't know if they're getting white supremacist labels slammed on them. If um they are, it really not at all. It makes zero sense. So yeah, Gabbard, because of this, left the Democratic Party once again, party of woke. The Gabbard slammed the party for woke entities, warmongering, and what she called anti-white labels, like anti-white culture, and she's viewing it as okay, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, we're American. We shouldn't be canceling each other because of our skin color. And that is wrong. I definitely agree with that. So once again, this is a very controversial issue on whether white lives matter has been used as a racial term for a very long time. And it's suddenly being brought back. Once again, I'd say maybe this would be more racist if the white Caucasian man used this. But we have two black African American individuals. They could technically say that in support of, the critical race theory going around. I think that's definitely appropriate. Because critical race theory, everyone's against it because it's pure racism. We should all be opposed to critical race theory. Left and the right together should be opposed to it. And together, we should all be against racism, the left and the right, because both of them have the same objective. They want to divide our country. So let's take a look at the electoral history of Tulsi Gabbard, because I'm very curious again. Electoral history. So yeah, Tulsi Gabbard, she's a representative from Hawaii. She was born in the island of American Samoa. So yeah, she's more of a native, or of origin. She then entered the House of Representatives in the 2002 election. She won the primary, 48%. She then won the actual election, beating her opponent, Alfonso Jimenez. She won by a 64%, being from the state of Hawaii. Then that's definitely realistic. She ultimately is the very popular and the very famous one. She then stays there. Then she goes into the Honolulu City Council, which I don't know if she dropped out of the House midway, because suddenly she is usually representatives get elected every 2 years. So it's very alarming that she doesn't have another. She must have dropped out of the representative here, because then she gets reelected to the Honolulu City Council, with 37% as a nonpartisan. Same thing. This is the primary, and all you need pretty much is a primary. And then she's back in it again all of a sudden. House of Representative elections, the primary, Gabbard gets in with 80% of the popular vote in Hawaii, I believe. 2014, same deal. She gets re-election with 78% of the popular vote. And in 2016, she gets re-elected again with 81% of the popular vote. In 2018, she gets 83% of the popular vote. I mean, so that is for the primary. 73%, 77% of the popular vote. So obviously, Hawaii really likes Tulsi Gabbard. They really like her. And what I want to really point out here is she did play a role. She got a very minimal, small amount of votes. But she was a part of the 2020 Democratic presidential primaries. And she seized pretty much 0.7% of the popular vote, maintaining 273,940 votes. She got two delegate votes. And of course, she comes from Hawaii. Looking at this map, she did not carry any states. Sadly, she couldn't even win her state of Hawaii. That quickly and easily went to Joe Biden by, I want to say around 70%. Yeah, so she did not carry any states. So yeah, this is a very touchy video, but very recent in the news. I have to address it. Whatever you think of this issue, you gotta remember that we are all made by God. Ultimately, we were made equal, and we were all made special in His image. No one is higher than the other. No one's more valuable. No one is more special. We all matter. And whether to use the White Lives Matter statement, I'm going to stay out of it because once again, it makes me uncomfortable. I like to stay away from that. I have my own separate opinion on that, but I am not going to get into it. This obviously is a very controversial thing. Once again, very upgoing in politics, and how this might affect how Gabbard, speaking to her own supporters who are Democrats, and they are most likely 100% going with her. So Democrats, I don't know, are they losing? They seem to be losing a lot of support from the state of Hawaii. Tulsi Gabbard. She is now aligned to the Independent Party. She is nowhere near towards the GOP. Many people are saying, oh, she's going to join the Republican Party. No, she is not going to join the Republican Party. I don't think she will join the Republican Party. If she did join the Republican Party, she might as well become a Liz Cheney or a Rhino, because she does definitely have a liberal vibe. So definitely, I do not think she will be a Republican anytime soon. She will always be a liberal. She will always have left-wing views. So definitely, I do. That side of her will change, but the only alliance she's aligned with has changed. So this is a very controversial and touchy issue. What do you guys think of it? And once again, be respectful in the comments and be respectful towards each other's opinions. Once again, we're all special. And this is very important. Well, yeah, it is important and concerning issue. Super controversial and touchy. So let me think what you know in the comments below. And see you in the next video.